And this is the task you shall do to them, to kadosh them to serve me as Kohanim. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams, perfect ones, and unleavened bread and unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. Make these with wheat flour. And you shall put them in 1 basket and bring them in the basket along with the bull and 2 rams. Then you shall bring Aaron and his sons at the door of the tent of appointment and wash them with water. And you shall take the garments and shall put on Aaron the long shirt and the robe of the shoulder garment and the shoulder garment and the breastplate, and shall gird him with the embroidered band of the shoulder garment, and shall put the turban on his head, and shall put the Kadesh sign of dedication on the turban, and shall take the anointing oil and pour it on his head and anoint him. Then you shall bring his sons and put long shirts on them, and shall gird them with girdles, Aaron and his sons. Put the turbans on them, and the Kohanim shall be theirs for an everlasting law. So you shall ordain Aaron and his sons. And you shall bring the bull near the tent of appointment, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the bull. And you shall slaughter the bull before Yahweh at the door of the tent of appointment, and take some of the blood of the bull and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour all the blood beside the base of the altar. And you shall take all the fat that covers the entrails, and the appendage on the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and burn them on the altar. But the flesh of the bull and its skin and its dung you shall burn with fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. And take 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. And you shall slaughter the ram, and you shall take the blood and sprinkle it around on the altar, and cut the ram in pieces, and wash its entrails and its legs, and place them upon its pieces and on its head. And you shall burn the entire ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to Yahweh. It is a sweet fragrance and offering made by fire to Yahweh. And you shall take the 2nd ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the head of the ram. And you shall slaughter the ram and take some of its blood and put it on the tip of the right ear of Aaron and on the tip of the right ear of his sons, on the thumb of their right hand and on the big toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood all around on the altar. And you shall take some of the blood on the altar and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and on his garments, on his sons and on the garments of his sons with him. And he and his garments shall be Kadesh, and his sons and the garments of his sons with him. And you shall take the fat of the ram and the fat tail, and the fat that covers the entrails, and the appendage on the liver, and the 2 kidneys and the fat on them, and the right thigh. It is a ram of ordination. And 1 loaf of bread, and 1 cake made with oil, and 1 thin cake from the basket of the unleavened bread that is before Yahweh. And you shall put all these in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and you shall wave them, a wave offering before Yahweh. Then you shall take them from their hands and burn them on the altar, a burnt offering, a sweet fragrance before Yahweh. It is an offering made by fire to Yahweh. And you shall take the breast of the ram of Aaron's ordination and wave it, a wave offering before Yahweh, and it shall be your portion. And from the ram of ordination you shall kadosh the breast of the wave offering which is raised, and the thigh of the contribution which is raised, of that which is Aaron, and of that which is his sons. And it shall be from the children of Yisrael for Aaron and his sons by a law forever, for it is a contribution, and it is a contribution from the children of Yisrael, from their peace offering, their contribution to Yahweh. And the Kadesh garments of Aaron are for his sons after him to be anointed in them and to be ordained in them. The Kohen from his sons in his place puts them on for 7 days, when he enters into the tent of appointment to attend in the Kadesh place. And take the ram of ordination and cook its flesh in the Kadesh place. And Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket by the door of the tent of appointment. And they shall eat those with which the atonement was made, to ordain them to kadosh them. but let a stranger not eat them, because they are Kadesh. And if any of the flesh of the ordination offering or of the bread be left over until morning, then you shall burn up what is left. It is not eaten, because it is Kadesh. And so you shall do to Aaron and his sons according to all I have commanded you. 7 days you shall ordain them. And prepare a bull each day for a sin offering for atonement, and you shall cleanse the altar when you make atonement for it, and you shall anoint it to kadosh it. For 7 days you shall make atonement for the altar, and kadosh it, and the altar shall be most kadosh. Whatever touches the altar is to be kadosh. And this is what you prepare on the altar: 2 lambs a year old daily, continually. Prepare the 1 lamb in the morning, and the other lamb you prepare between the evenings. And 1/10 of an ephah of flour, mixed with 1/4 of a hin of pressed oil, and 1/4 of a hin of wine for a drink offering with the 1 lamb. And prepare the other lamb between the evenings, and with it prepare the grain offering and the drink offering as in the morning, for a sweet fragrance, an offering made by fire to Yahweh, the continual burnt offering for your generations at the door of the tent of appointment before Yahweh, where I shall meet with you and speak with you. And there I shall meet with the children of Israel, and it shall be made kadosh by my esteem. And I shall kadosh the tent of appointment and the altar, and Aaron and his sons I kadosh to serve as Kohanim to me. And I shall dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, and shall be their Elohim. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, their Elohim, who has brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim to dwell in their midst. I am Yahweh, their Elohim.